Well, the top two places in this year's final are exactly the way they were at the end of the competition last year. Savickas here is in second place, and Pujanovsky, who's yet to go, is in the lead, and that looked very good from Zydrunas Savickas. And this guy was very impressive in all his events in the heats. Time is now an issue. That was a fantastic time by Vrastyuk. 48.93 to beat. Savickas just rolls it up, drives it up. Excellent stuff. Douglas Edmonds says, yes, that was good. Now he's got about 18 seconds to go. A little blow, a little relaxation, and then he's got to go for it. Up to the shoulders. 7 seconds left. A little bit off balance. It's got to go now. Has he done it? Yes, he has. We've got another new leader. Savickas 47.43, and he's just beaten Vrastyuk by a whisker.
Was the fourth stone very difficult?
No.
With the legs, pull with the arms, stay low. And everything will be burning from top to bottom at the moment, that's for sure. 5 meters to go, it's going to be outside the time. He won't go into the lead, so he's got to try and pick up time if he can. And it's outside 38 seconds. That is a disappointing performance. Whoa! My goodness, that gives you an idea of the power of these guys. He's actually broken the rails. This is looking pretty good. 7 reps, looking comfortable. Tremendously strong upper body. That's 9, and no sign of letting up. Ducks under, squats up, and pushes it straight up with his arms. So 10 reps. He's closing in on Samuelson and Vrastyuk. Not one failed lift so far. This is getting perilously close. I'm sure the Swede and the Ukrainian will be watching closely. He draws level. One more to take the lead, and a second victory in the final, and he's done it. Absolutely superb. One more for luck. Well, he's won the competition. I'm not sure he realizes it. I bet he lost count. When he recovers, though, he's going to be absolute place.
Representing Lithuania, Zydrunas Savickas.
One of the favourites for the title, Zydrunas Savickas. One of the most experienced too, alongside a former world's strongest man, Phil Pfister. The Americans occupying places 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. They could get the top 4 if Pfister produces something out of the top draw here. Away we go.
Well, if you remember back to Heat 2, Savickas won that heat ahead of Brian Shaw, and he won this event too ahead of Brian Shaw. So we know he's good at it. Some people think Savickas isn't an athlete. He's just a heavily built, static power man. But he can move, Savickas, and he's well ahead of Pfister here. And Pfister used to have the world record in this event.
Well, Savickas is going like a train. It's a fast time as well. That was superb. Savickas 28.69. And the former world's strongest man, Phil Pfister, really struggling over the latter half of the course. 37.57. Big Phil will be gutted with that time. What a time by Savickas. It's just been announced. A new world record in the Fingal's fingers. Savickas still leads, still moving towards this title of the World's Strongest Man 2009. The man up against him this time, though, is the defending champion. So much pride at stake here. He's lying in second place. He's playing catch-up. You never know, Colin. It could all be on this event, let alone the event to come. This one is a crucial one. If Savickas can finish in the lead after this one, the pressure goes back to Pujanovsky.
Look at Pujanovsky again, the professional. He's put baby oil all over his legs to help that bar slip up his thighs. Never misses a trick, Marius. But it's Savickas who's just a fraction ahead here.
I'll tell you what, for my money, Savickas looks the stronger. He's ahead by 1 repetition. Closely being followed, though, by Pudzianowski. But Pudzianowski now beginning to burn calories, beginning to cramp up a little bit as well. And he's beginning to struggle.
Well, Savickas has equaled Poundstone's total. One more, it'll be double figures and the win.
That could be the repetition that gets him closer to the world title of World's Strongest Man. Pudzianowski has not finished, though. He gets 9. He draws level with Poundstone, and Savickas has rubbed salt in the wounds. As far as everybody else is concerned, he's moved on to 11. Savickas just making sure that Pudzianowski is not going to catch him, and I don't think there's any danger of that. The champion says no more. Savickas is the winner, and that could be a crucial result. It's all come to this last act by Savickas on the left and Pudzianowski. He can smell the title, he can feel the title. But is he going to win it ahead of this guy who's won it 5 times before? Oh, it's nerve-tingling stuff here in Malta.
Ready?
This is it, Colin. The title every strongman wants to win.
Marius isn't hanging around, Paul. He was much quicker on that first stone. Oh, a slight mistake there, though, and it's neck and neck once again.
Well, Savickas has got 3. Pudzianowski has got 3. Now Savickas goes ahead. This last one for the title, surely. He is the world's strongest man. Wow, Pudzianowski has lost his title. Finishes in 2nd place. He cannot believe it. Equally, zydrunas Savickas can hardly believe he will be crowned shortly as the world's strongest man. What a way to finish.
Well, Paul, very sporting from Pudzianowski. 5 times world's strongest man. Lifts the new champion's arm up. Savickas, people have talked about him for years as potentially being the strongest man. Now he is in 2009. There's no doubt this year he is the champ.
An advantage over Savickas and Shaw. Can Terry Hollands do it again? Well, he's got 30 seconds to complete it, but I think he's seen enough, and he says thank you very much. A best lift, though, is a new world record.
You know, there's only so many times you can go to the bank. Right at the end of the World's Strongest Man finals in driving rain. That's just too much.
What about zydrunas Savickas? He's approached weights of varying sizes and shapes for new world records in the past, and he's created over 30 strongman world records. This could be another one. But again, I would say, more importantly, it would be maximum points at the end of the day. He's got to keep pulling. He's got it above the knees. Needs to lock out. Oh, my goodness. That is the sign of a real champion. He looks relaxed, breathing a little bit at the moment, but he had to work so hard for that one.
I have never seen Savickas struggle for a deadlift. He had to jack it up his thighs. That is right on the limit. Another kilo, and he wouldn't have done it.
The champion is making a charge now. World record figures of 220 kilograms. And believe it or not, we have 3 men in the competition. Radzikowski and Jenkins yet to go. But are we going to see our first world record of the World's Strongest Man competition this year? Yes, we are. He wasn't quite steady, but he's obviously in great shape. Savickas is on form once more.
Well, look at the way he thrusts it off his chest. No problem. Hits the lockout. It's a momentary pause. That's all you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking 3rd place.
Well, Radzikowski has decided to retire on 220, so it's over to Mike Jenkins, also attempting this new world record. I remember seeing weightlifters attempt around about 220, 225. thinking it was absolutely phenomenal. But when you see the strength of these guys lifting this very static, very heavy weight, you begin to wonder just what this weight will eventually go up to. Listen to the crowd, Colin.
Oh, he didn't get it as his first attempt. He's going to give it another go. Oh, goodness!
He hasn't been given it, though. The referee says no. He wasn't steady. He's not going to attempt it once more. So he's going to have to be satisfied with 210. He's absolutely disgusted. So there is our winner. A new world record and maximum points. Anybody who thought Savickas was out of this competition had better think again. Zydrunas Savickas in third place.
Champion representing the United States of America.
And he's up against the defending World's Strongest Man champion. So this is a real clash of the Titans. You saw that caption there, only 3.5 points behind the leader. And there we have JF Caron. He's in the lead at the moment. Strong deadlifter, the Canadian. He's got 6 repetitions to his credit. Savickas draws first blood, closely followed by Shaw.
Well, if you look at Shaw's technique, each time he rolls it away from himself and back in again, it wastes time, it wastes energy. It's just the way he does it.
Well, even Savickas is taking his time between each repetition. So it's pretty even at the moment. 2 great champions going head-to-head in another brilliant test of strength.
Well, Shaw just had to jacket up his thighs a little bit there. He's starting to burn out, Shaw. Savickas a clean lift again.
And Savickas has drawn level now with Caron of Canada. So has Shaw. But how much have either of these 2 giant men got left? Savickas gets 7. And Shaw just troubling with that left arm at the moment. He's had nerve damage in it before, and that could affect him badly. Savickas gets another one. The whistle goes just at the moment that Savickas got his 8th lift. Points behind the overall leader at the moment. So this has got to go some. Gregor Edmonds in the background. He's been there or thereabouts for the whole competition watching these guys. And he, amongst the whole of the support here, would be amazed if Savickas gets beaten. But Brian Shaw is the man in top position, just watching at the moment. He's yet to go.
Well, of all of the events to have, Savickas would have wanted an overhead now to start the comeback, as it were. 68 seconds for Mike Burke's lead, and look at this, he's got 40 seconds plus to do it. The final implement, 180 kilos.
Well, his back is so strong, that makes a big difference, and he's got the lead. This is going to be such a finish we're going to see to this year's World's Strongest Man. There's the current leader, Savickas, the reigning champion.
And he beats Mike Burke by over 20 seconds. Well, Kazmar said it was a live weight. Look at the way it wobbles around on his chest.
The United States of America, Brian Shaw.
2 literal giants to come. Zydrunas Savickas, 3-time World's Strongest Man champion, beaten into second place last year. Hafthor Bjornsson, the leader, does not want to end up on the bottom step of the podium for a 2nd consecutive World's Strongest Man. But boy, have they got a tough ask here. Brian Shaw and in his shadow Mike Burke blazed through this.
How's Bjornsson so quick? He's the tallest man, the longest arms, but he's done before Z there. Who can do this axle quicker?
Savickas, look at that, just blasted away, but he knows the pressure is on. 29 seconds, he's taken the lead. What about the Icelander? 28, they are first and second. They beat the Americans into 3rd and 4th in this event as well.
I just can't believe how strong Savickas is off his chest.